Benny Paret was killed by Emil Griffith. Emil Griffith beat him to death in the ring after Benny Paret teased him for being gay. He kept talking shit about him being gay.
And he beat the shit out of him?
He beat him to death.
Oh, was he gay?
I believe so. I think that was the rumor.
Wow.
He beat him to death.
But that wasn't illegal, right?
Nope. I mean, he wasn't trying to. He was trying to knock him out. But I forget what they call that fight. See if you can find that fight, because that's a rough one to watch the end. Emil Griffith versus
was that the fight that like
Benny
changed boxing, where they had to like crack down on like safety rules and shit?
No.
Oh, okay.
The one that did that was Ray Boom Boom Mancini versus Duck Koo Kim. That was the one where Duck Koo Kim died, and I think that was when they started to go to 12 rounds. I think they went to 12 rounds slightly after that, because they were doing 15 rounds before. And I think Duck Koo Kim died in the 13th or 14th round. I forget which round. But I think they had decided that 12 rounds would be the right one. So this is Emil Griffith versus Benny Paret. And this is the one where, he was taunting him. And Emil Griffith just fucking beat the shit out of him.
I'm guessing the guy on the right was the gay guy.
The guy on the right is Emil Griffith, yes.
Okay.
That's the gay guy. With the I don't know if he's gay.
But that's what he was being teased about.
Yeah, and he was definitely being teased about that, but that was the rumor that he was. But look, dude, he just beats the fucking shit out of him. Look at this. So he's stuck in the ropes, and Emil Griffith's just teeing off on him while he's out. So he's trapped in the ropes, and he collapses, and then he's dead.
He's dead right now?
Yeah, he's dead, man.
Wow.
Yeah, he beat him to death. Watch that again. Watch that combination again, because it's so crazy. Uppercut, and then he backs up, right hand, right hand.
This right here?
Right hand.
The ref should have stopped it right here.
Right hand.
This is crazy.
Right hand. Yeah, he's trapped. The only thing keeping him up is the punches. The punches are so hard, they're keeping his body upright as he's leaning up against the ropes.
Because he dead right here. Bang.
Well, he's out right here. Right,
okay.
Right there, you could have stopped it. Right there,
right
you definitely
there for
stopped
sure.
it
Right
when
here,
he's turning away, and he's hitting it with bomb after bomb, and he keeps going 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. I mean, he's just swinging at him afterwards.
And the ref just sit there like this.
Yeah,
I'm talking about the guy who he didn't die in the ring, but he had like all this promise.
Oh, Gerald McClellan.
Maybe that's what I'm talking about.
100% who you're talking about.
Yeah.
He was the guy that was a rival for Roy Jones Jr. So as Roy Jones Jr. was a champ and he was a champ, and he fought Nigel Benn, and he almost put Nigel Benn out in the first round. But they collided heads at one point in the fight, and Nigel Benn hit him with some real good punches, and he went down and took a knee, and then he went back to his corner, and he quit. And they couldn't believe that he took a 10 count, and everyone was like, I can't believe he's taking a 10 count. And he went back to his corner, and he was so fucked up that it just slumped over. Yeah, this is him. So he had Nigel Benn in all sorts of trouble, knocked him out of the ring, right? Nigel Benn was one of the toughest motherfuckers to ever box. He got back in the ring and survived. So Nigel Benn knocked out of the ring, and here's him after that. So Gerald McClellan is just emptying the fucking gas tank here, just swinging with everything he had. And Gerald McClellan was a fucking murderous puncher. He knocked everybody out. So he was assuming he was about to knock Nigel Benn out too. But Nigel Benn wasn't going anywhere. And so Gerald McClellan got fucking drained. And then Nigel started catching him. Look at that. Left hook. Nigel catches him. And Gerald tags him again. Right hand. Uppercut. But Nigel Benn just kept coming. And look, he catches him with that right hand. Look at that left hook. Imagine being that hurt in the first round, and Nigel Benn just comes storming out later in the fight.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Crazy the resilience, crazy the endurance. So Gerald McClellan emptied his gas tank, and Nigel's catching him now. He catches him with a big left hook, and at one point in time, they collided heads, and it was a bad one. It was like a bang. And
you think that's what did it?
No. It was all these punches for sure, but it was like, I think it was a collision of heads as well that someone had identified that was really bad, but he hit him with some fucking bombs, and look, he dropped him again. So Gerald eventually comes back and drops Nigel again in the 8th round. And Nigel gets back up, and he's like, still not going anywhere. Boom, hits him with the left hook. This is after getting dropped again.
Imagine hitting a motherfucker with everything you got.
And look at this combination. Boom, Nigel over the top of that right hand. So what the point is, this was a fucking war. And there's another brilliant one. So we see like where he takes a knee.
Yeah,
Boom, look at that right hand.
This is fucking
Boom,
sad.
another right hand. So that's where it was. That's where he takes a knee.
Yeah, this was sad.
So he decided to stay down. So he gets hit. I guess he got up for the first one, right? Is that what they're saying? Oh, so he goes down a second time. So this is the second time. And then look, you see him like wincing in pain, like holding his head. And that's when he decided to stay down. And so everybody's like, I can't believe he, he quit on his knee like that. But then he went back into his corner and he slumped. And he really never recovered. He went to the hospital and he's alive still, but he's like severely disabled. And I believe he's blind.
And what did it cause, like a brain bleed? Or?
Yeah. I mean, that's the risk that these guys are taking, man. I mean, that's a crazy sport. You're throwing haymakers at each other with like thick padding over the top of it. So Ray Mercer, people thought about him as like this like gold medalist in the Olympics, murderous puncher. Like he was a guy who was on the up. Like he was coming up, and somehow or another they set him up with Tommy Morrison, who was a very good boxer and had beaten some good guys, but he was just coming off of this movie. So he was in the Rocky movies, and he's fighting a guy that's just been doing nothing but boxing. Now, Tommy Morrison's a movie star now, and he's a young guy. He's got to be distracted. I mean, he's got to be not focused.
Right.
And he's fighting a guy that he probably would have lost to anyway, because Ray Mercer was a motherfucker. And so Tommy is doing well in the fight for a while, but then Mercer eventually catches him. Because Tommy starts getting tired. And that's one of the things about Tommy Morrison. If you look at Tommy Morrison in the early stages of his fights, he was always better. He would fade. And eventually, Ray Mercer catches him. And he hits him with that right hand. Now watch this. Boom. He's in trouble here, right? Boom, 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 boom. Now this is why it's the worst one ever.
Oh.
Bro, he's tangled up in the ropes, and the referee is too small to pull Mercer off of him. So he hits him with multiple punches while he's out cold. Look at this.
This is over now.
The referee doesn't get in there. Look how he gets in there. The referee's just like, hey, you, stop. Hey, you. He's scared because he's a little old guy. He shouldn't be refereeing this fight. These are two elite heavyweights. These are enormous men. And this poor referee is old, got a little pot belly. He doesn't want to dive in there and get fucking murked.
Yeah, you're
and
right.
So because of that, Tommy Morrison takes haymakers. Look, he's out cold, and Ray Mercer's just full blast, teeing off. And another left hook after that, while the referee was holding onto his arms.